I was talking to TikTok, YouTube, you're just now joining us. And if you're watching the replay, you can fast forward if you've already heard this spiel. So this is your weekly Tarotscope. This is your daily Tarotscope, actually. I changed it. Pardon me, I'm still working on my words. But anyways, this is your daily Tarotscope. This is where we get together every Monday and Friday to look at the days ahead, where I pull tarot and oracle to uncover the energy of the day ahead. That way, you see life as happening for you. You understand what is potentially ahead of you as far as energy you can work with, or maybe potential obstacles, and you go through life more empowered than a victim. Okay? All right. So what we're going to do first, let me move this out of the way, is we are going to boost our heart chakra. We have a big week happening, right? We have Mercury retrograde. We have the eclipse happening tomorrow. We have Venus entering Aries on Friday. I mean, you guys, these first few months have been a doozy, right? So let's boost and balance our heart chakra. The reason why we do this is because we keep the most in our heart chakra. This is the connection between our human self, our divine self, and we need to make sure that it's operating properly, right? Hey, Jamie. So all you do as the bowl is singing is you just listen and relax and take nice deep cleansing breaths, okay? You don't have to do anything special if you don't want to. Just listen and breathe, because your body, when it's listening to a frequency or when it's next to a frequency, it will start to adapt to that frequency. That's why it's really important to be mindful of what you're listening to, who you're surrounding yourself with, all of that, because your body likes to adapt. So listen to the bowl, let it adapt to that high frequency, and then we'll get started, okay? Here we go. Just breathe. Now let's collectively take one super deep breath in. Expand your ribs and your stomach. Pick up all that heaviness, all that fear and anxiety, and let it go. Okay, you can do that as many times a day as you need. It's great. Breath work is always good. We need more air. We need more oxygen. Our brain, our third eye needs more oxygen to operate, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get our blessing for the next few days. We're gonna look at the energy of Tuesday through Friday, okay? We already looked at the energy of today. Today's card is the Four of Wands, okay? This is cause for celebration, cause for feeling secure in your own space, okay? Maybe being recognized for something, all right? Or focusing on your energetic stability. It's going to be different for everybody. If you missed that, you can go to the replay on YouTube. You can go to the replay and watch that last little part to get the energy of today. But anyway, today we're going to look at Tuesday through Friday. See what's coming up for us. We're going to start with the blessing. We're going to get the overall tarot message with the divination book, and then y'all are going to choose the tarot deck that I use, so it puts your energy more into the reading. And then we will clarify with more oracle. All right, we get super deep into it. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, ask questions. Let's have a conversation instead of me just talking to you. All right. So let's get our fairy blessing. And as I'm shuffling, remember, it doesn't matter if you're watching this after. It doesn't matter if you're watching the replay. Your energy still goes into the cards. So you can focus on the cards and ask the deck, what is our message for today or for the next few days? Whatever feels right to you. So I'm going to ask the deck, what is our overall blessing for Tuesday through Friday? What is our overall blessing for Tuesday through Friday? Ooh, we got the blessing of Bridget's flame. Ooh, this is one we have not pulled in quite some time. It is number 34. So let's read what she wants to tell us. It's kind of dark in here because it's kind of cloudy. I hope I can see okay. The fairy gift to light the dark spaces, to bring spring to the heart's winter. Isn't that nice? Because we are moving into spring. Not yet, but we are. Okay. She chooses to bring you her gift, a fairy blessing to light the darkness and bring warmth to you once again. Her heart is a flame, her eyes like two green lakes, and her hair a field of gold. She is the goddess Bridget. She who unites us, she who protects us, she who inspires us has claimed you as her ward and protection. Sorry, it's kind of dark. Bridget is a fairy goddess of flame, flame from the cleanest, most potential source. Her name means bright arrow, almost as if she is a ray of light directly from the sun. And this fairy ignition is key to the birthing of ideas and ideals. And thus, in this way, she brings her fire to your blessing and ensures you will be warmed. That sacred hospitality will reign, and all will be welcomed. That solar light will burn brightly for you. Bridget's fiery light, God bless, is a brightness that brings warmth, new life, and rebirth. I like that because, sorry, I stumbled over that because it's hard to read when it's kind of dark in here. Anywho, this is shining light on what needs light, okay? Think of the eclipse. It takes the light away. And she's like, well, we're going to bring the light in, right? The eclipse happening tomorrow is a special eclipse because it is on the third day of the third month, happening at, I believe, 3:33, depending on where you are, or at least the 33rd minute past the hour. And it's in Virgo, okay? Virgo is the house of habits and health and work and all of that. So Virgo likes to be analytical. It likes to problem solve, okay? Virgo sometimes can get into analysis paralysis because of going too far with the problem solving or the overthinking. So what you can do with this eclipse energy is go into ultimate surrender to the universe and say, you know what? Release what is no longer aligned with me. Release, or at least help me to release where I may be overthinking, overdoing, overanalyzing. I mean, look at also where it is in your chart, where Virgo is in your chart, and you can focus on that as well. The eclipse isn't where we manifest. It isn't where we charge our crystals. It isn't where we do this type of energy work to bring about something. It's more of a surrender energy, okay? Yeah, oh yes, thank you for reminding me of that, Jamie. She said the ruler of the eclipse is in retrograde in Pisces, which is the last sign of the zodiac, right? Pisces is endings. But Pisces is also, it's deeper than just, oh, surface level crap, right? We want to go deeper to have that transformation, but we're not trying to make something happen. We're allowing something to happen. Does that make sense? Okay. So it's very potent energy we have here. All right, let's get the overall message with the divination book, and then y'all are going to choose the tarot deck that I use, okay? So here we go. We're going to cleanse it off like we would a tarot deck. We're going to connect to it with our energy centers of our palms. Take a nice deep cleansing breath. You can take as many cleansing breaths as you need before you use the book. And if you want to find this book, it's called Mystic Muses for the Modern Goddess. TikTok, it's linked in my bio. YouTube, it's linked down in the description, okay? Take a nice deep cleansing breath again. And we want to focus our intention on the book. And we want to ask the book a question. We want to ask, what is our overall message for this week, Tuesday through Friday? What is our overall message for this week, Tuesday through Friday? And then we're going to intuitively turn to a page. Okay, we got the Two of Cups in reverse. Interesting. All right. These are written for you to use daily. So I'm going to kind of change some of the verbiage so it fits for this week, okay? It says today you drew the Two of Cups in reverse. I will be honest and tell you that this week is not the best week for relationships. What once seemed like an aligned connection is proving to be otherwise. This is where your goddess power kicks in. When circumstances like this arise, it's up to you to step back and evaluate the experience. Are you no longer compatible, or are you simply on different pages regarding a specific issue? Then you must determine how important that issue is to you. Are you able to compromise where both parties are happy? Communicating through the heart space is the only way you find harmony in your relationships. If you have found you're no longer compatible, it's time to switch gears and focus on yourself. Refill your cup of worth, love, and peace. Everything will be okay. Okay? So how fitting for, Mercury being retrograde, we're having this eclipse, and when we see that we're no longer aligned with somebody. Now, as a collective reading, this could be a love relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be a business partnership, it can be anything to where you don't feel like things are the same between you two anymore. And it's asking you to take a look back. Okay, well, let me reevaluate this connection. Let me see, is this fixable, or are both parties better off going their separate ways? Okay, this is a minor arcana. This is something you can easily handle. These are how you view your day-to-day processes, how you view your day-to-day relationships. So when you have the Two of Cups in reverse this week, it's asking you to look around you and evaluate your relationships, not from the ego, but asking yourself, is this healthy? Is it harmonious? Are we on the same page? Or am I just keeping this person around because they've been around for a long time? Or do I feel obligated to keep this person around or keep this relationship or connection going because of some outward pressure? Okay, so really evaluate this. All right, now we're going to choose the deck that I use to uncover the daily messages. So deck number 1. Now, TikTok, you'll vote in the poll in just a second. YouTube, you can vote in the comments. So deck number 1, Wizard's Tarot, or deck number 2, the Baroque Tarot. Okay, both great decks. Let me get the poll up. All right, so TikTok, you're gonna vote in that little blue clipboard right there. Don't vote in the comments because it won't count it. Vote up here, okay? So deck 1 or deck 2. Evaluate your idea with perfection. Lower Virgo energy focuses too much on perfection. Yeah, it can. With my Venus in Virgo, I have to be very aware of that. 1 or 2. You have to vote up here, otherwise it won't count. Whichever one you're intuitively drawn to, go for that one. And oh, look, YouTube is kind of half and half. Let me see. Okay, deck 2 is getting it so far on YouTube. Let's see, you got a few more seconds. Well, never mind. Time's up. Oh, man. Sorry, YouTube. Deck 1 got it by 60%. I know it's tough for y'all because I don't have as many people on YouTube watching as I do on TikTok. But for those of you that wanted deck 1, you got it. Either deck are great, so you can't go wrong. Excuse me. All right, let me get these shuffled for us. Anytime you're starting a reading, you want to cleanse the deck, as you just saw me knocking on the deck, and then you want to give it a good shuffle. And I get a lot of people asking me, well, when do I know to stop shuffling? You just feel it. You just, whenever you feel like that's enough, that's enough. Some people shuffle a couple times. Some people shuffle like a lot. I mean, they could sit here for 10 minutes shuffling, but you don't have to shuffle that much. Just whenever you feel like it's good, it's good. For me, I typically find myself, the pattern for me is typically like 3 or 4 times. But if I feel like it needs to be shuffled more, it's just an intuitive knowing, I shuffle more. So there's no rules on how long you shuffle. Oh, all right, see, they're already getting wonky. The Christmas deck. I wish we could do the Christmas deck more often. All right, so let's find out what's coming up for us Tuesday through Friday. Remember, today we already pulled the 4 of Wands, okay? A cause for celebration, a feeling of more energetic stability. Somebody might recognize you. You might have an event to go to. You might be moving to a new home or space. It's really supportive, energetic energy today. All right, so let's see what we need to know for Tuesday through Friday. I'm going to pull 1 card for each day. All right, for today, I'm sorry, Tuesday. Ooh, we got the Magician. Look at that. On the eclipse, we got the Magician. I knew it was going to be a strong card. I knew it because the cards know, right? So the Magician is the manifestor. It's the energy worker. It is the channeler, okay? It takes whatever from the divine and brings it into reality. It is you getting these intuitive hits, these messages from the divine of how you can work better with the energy with more ease, how you can manifest with more ease through what you intuitively know. Okay, this is fire energy. It is, I mean, we're in the fire horse energy. We're also in a life path 1. We're also in a personal or collective year 1, not personal, thinking about myself. A collective year 10-1. 1 is masculine fire energy. 1 is creation. It's like that spark, okay? It's also representative of the self. So as we see this Magician showing up on the eclipse, this is telling you that you have the ability to receive some really potent information, but you have to understand how to work with the energy instead of trying to force things or being in desperation, okay? Oh, thank you, Amanda. Alchemizing all energy coming my way to achieve my manifestation. Nice. I like that. All right, let's look at Wednesday. Wednesday, we have strength. Holy cow, we have 2 major arcana in a row. Powerful energy, highly karmic energy, strong energy. This is where you are in your power. You are surrendering and still working with the energy. We're letting fear go, right? I've told y'all many times that there is so much that is pushed into us to be afraid of 24/7. But when you stop playing into that narrative, everything shifts and changes for you, right? But you have to stop playing into the narrative. You have to stop feeding your mind fear and start feeding it power, okay? So the strength card is all about being in your power, not being afraid to do what is necessary for you through what you feel is right in your heart, because this is Leo energy, okay? Mercury energy. Well, Mercury's retrograde. Well, on the eclipse, like I said, you might get some sort of communication, intuitive knowings. Somebody might be your little messenger, something like that, that is putting you into this power of, what about these tools? Use this, this, and that. Start writing things down, okay? Because Mercury's retrograde, we want to be in idea mode and review everything, okay? Here, Leo energy. Leo rules the heart. It also rules the house of creativity, romance, playfulness, joy, children, okay? So don't forget to find your joy. Don't forget that fear has no place when you're in joy and happiness and creativity. You can't be afraid to step out and be your true authentic self because otherwise nothing's going to happen for you. Okay? We're in the energy of working smarter, not harder. Moving smarter, not harder. And that means moving in alignment. Okay? All right, let's look at Thursday. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Thank goodness it's in reverse. So you might, here's the thing, on eclipses, especially for me with full moons, my sleep is crazy, okay? Just like last night, I woke up, I don't know how many times. It's just, the moon does that to me. So here, or the next couple or so days, you might be feeling that as well. But here, on Thursday, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is stress relief. This is getting a good night's sleep. This is letting all that overthinking, all of the overanalyzing, all the fears and worries, we're letting those drop away. Okay? So stress-free day, nice sleep, all of that lovely stuff, okay? All right. Let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh yeah, Friday. I'm still in the new way we're doing this, so I have to remind myself. Okay, we have the King of Wands in reverse on Friday. Now, Venus enters Aries on Friday. So think about Venus rules the house of Taurus and Libra, okay? The houses of our resources and our relationships. So when we're looking at this in accordance to the Two of Cups in reverse, which is the overall message, we can see as a magician, what are we bringing into our lives as far as relationships? What are we manifesting when it comes to our networking, our friendships, our love relationships, all of the above, okay? And what do we intuitively know about these connections? How do we need to act on this? On Wednesday with the Strength card, there might need to be a conversation held with another person, and we do it through the heart space, okay? We don't let fear, we don't let ego, we don't let aggression take over. We do it through the heart space. And then on Thursday, Nine of Swords in reverse, we have some sort of relief happening. And then Friday, there could be a situation because, you know, Mercury is retrograde. And it might be somebody comes right back around and says, hey, I want to fight with you. Or I don't like this about you, or something like that. Or it could be you're just feeling tired. Okay, that's okay. Really high vibrational energy over the next few days. You might be feeling tired, but this is also the King of Wands when he's in reverse. He can be somebody who is ready to give up on something. Okay, because he doesn't feel like he's getting what he needs, wants, and desires out of that situation. Right? So he can go one of two ways. He can go the ego controlling way, where he has anger and he lashes out and tries to control the situation, or he can go in the way of, you know what, poor pitiful me, nothing ever happens for me. He can be Eeyore. Like, grow up. So if this is you on Friday in this slump, it's telling you, you have the power to ground yourself, protect your energy, rein it back in, and come back to center. If this is you dealing with a person who is in this energy, set boundaries, look at what is, and reevaluate this connection, okay? But also with Venus going into Aries, think of Aries. Aries is the I am. Aries is how you present yourself to the world, and we have Venus there. How do you want to present yourself to the world? How do you want to see yourself now? Venus is about love. So why not try loving yourself? And which is interesting because Friday is Venus Day as well. So I like that. Not a bad reading. Let's see. Underneath we have, oh, funny. You know how I said we have the Four of Wands for today? Underneath the deck, we have the Four of Wands in reverse. So we have this feeling of stability happening today, and then we have the eclipse happening, and it can throw off the energy. So this is telling you with these major arcana and all these energies showing up, it's telling you that you can bring that energy back, because we also have the blessing of the Bridget's flame saying we're bringing the light back in. We're shedding light on things. You're getting inspiration and power and energy, to accomplish what needs to be accomplished. Okay? Yes, I love that. Venus in Aries loves and loves herself unapologetically. Yeah. I mean, what if you tried that this week? To love yourself unapologetically. To say, you know what? I'm pretty awesome. I love myself. And I'm going to do something good for myself today. That could be eating better, exercising, taking a leap of faith, doing something. You've been having weird dreams also? Yeah. My dreams have been definitely interesting. All right. Let's get some oracle and see what else we need to know about Tuesday through Friday. Woo. What do we need to know about Tuesday through Friday? Ooh, we have flute expression. There you go. How are you expressing yourself to the world? How are you expressing yourself, your unique own vibration, your joy, your frequency? How are you expressing that to the world? How are you expressing that within your connections? Okay? You should be free to express whatever it is that you want to express. That's one of the main things that causes people to be stuck in life, is they're so afraid of other people. They're so afraid of what somebody's going to say when they express their creativity, or they want to put themselves out there for whatever reason. I was that way. I had horrible, paralyzing stage fright. But I wanted, in my heart of hearts, since I was a kid, I always wanted to be a singer. I was in choir, and I was in choir because I could hide in the crowd, right, of the choir. It wasn't one-on-one. But I always wanted to be a singer. And the stage fright would cause me to screw up royally. And it frustrated me because I knew that I was more capable than that. Because I was so afraid of what people were going to think about me. Because when you are singing, you feel very vulnerable. It's like you're up there without anything on. And but the thing is, I didn't want to die with any regrets. I didn't want to get to the end of my life and think, what was I so afraid of? You know, that's so silly. I let the potential of somebody's opinion about me rule my life. So I worked and worked and worked and got over my stage fright. And then I got asked to join bands, and yeah, now I'm a professional singer. So you have to really want it more than your fear. Okay? I know a lot of people in the spiritual space that really want to put themselves out there to do their spiritual work, but they're afraid of what their family's going to say, their coworkers, you know, their immediate people. You have to not care, because your mission has to be stronger than your fear. That's the only way that you're going to find success. People will always find a way to talk shit about you if they want to, right? You have to get to where it's irrelevant to you. It doesn't matter, because your mission is stronger than their toxic opinion. Okay? If I listened to every negative thing that people said about me, I would be probably in the cemetery. But I can't do that, because my mission of doing this right here was stronger than their toxicity. So you want to do that too. You want to ask yourself, what do I feel in my heart of hearts, in my soul, that is aligned with me? And how can I do that? And how can I do it unapologetically? How can I express myself and be my true authentic self? And that's gonna get you very far. Does that make sense? Let's see what else we need to know. I haven't used this deck in a while. I feel like this deck only wants to come out on really high energy times like this eclipse. Exactly. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter. And those who matter don't mind. Exactly. Yeah, one of my favorites. Look. Number 22. Look at that. Women supporting women. Hey, girl. It's what we do, right? It says, together we can transform. Oh, sorry. Together we can transcend our individual limitations. Sorry, it's really hard to read that small print in this dark. It looks darker, or it's darker than you see it on camera. Number 22. 22 is the master builder, okay? 22 is that supporting system. So we have the women supporting women. And gentlemen, we support you as well. We appreciate that you're working on yourself and you're here in your spiritual awakening. But this makes me obviously think of the tribe. If you missed it, you all, in the tribe, I just posted everything that's happening in March. We have a stacked month of live events. I'm still working on the awakening journey for you all, that year-long module that you're going to get to go through. I'm working on all, we have so much happening in the tribe. We have my tarot apprenticeship as well. We are in there supporting one another. You do not want to go on this journey alone. You can, but you don't want to, because humans need connection. They need support. You need to know that on this journey, there's going to be times where you're like, am I crazy? And there will be somebody there to say, no, you're not crazy. You need that support, because a lot of the times people that go through their awakening on their own, because maybe they're afraid to be seen, maybe they're afraid to be witnessed. Unfortunately, they tend to go into psychosis because they can't tell if they're going crazy or not. So you need that supportive system to hold space for you when you're struggling, and to cheer for you when you're thriving, and all the in-betweens, right? You need your tribe. Yeah, it's like the community card. We have some really strong cards during this eclipse and Mercury retrograde this week. Oh, I know. They're amazing. I love my decks. They know. Will of support. My guides told me they need to tell me something, but cannot tell anyone else or let anyone know. Ooh, interesting. Well, if you need support, the tribe is there. And don't forget, tribe, that our new healer, our new practitioner in the tribe, Denise, Miss Denise from Zodiac Den, is doing her first live event. So I'm excited for that. We have Anne going through the chakras. We have Madi leading book club. Denise, her event is crystals and what is it? Crystals and I forget what her title was. What do y'all remind me? Crystals and something. It's going to be very fascinating. She's like all the witchy woo-woo stuff. I love it. And then we have Jamie's going through the astrology. We have it covered. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know this week? Look at that. Journey, number 2. Okay. Journey is, number 2 is all about balance. It's about deciding the direction you're going to go. It is receptive energy. And this is telling you that you have decisions to make. You are always in control. This is your journey. Now, whether or not you keep going back and repeating patterns, that's up to you. Or do you choose to take the different route, to take that leap of faith, knowing, like I said earlier, in your heart of hearts, that this is the direction you're meant to go. Now, when we're looking at it as the Two of Cups in reverse, it can indicate that the path that you are on is no longer resonating with you. Maybe the people that you're surrounding yourself with really aren't resonating with you anymore. And it's not like they're bad people. I mean, some of them might be, but it's not like they're bad people. It's just you need to find your tribe. You need to find your support system. You need to find the people that are going in a similar direction as you, so you can support and witness and be supported and witnessed, okay? Your journey is your decision, okay? And with this eclipse, we are surrendering and saying, you know what? Let the cards fall where they may. Show me what is meant for me, and please help me to release what is not. Because like I said, Virgo really doesn't play. Virgo can be a little harsh, but it's for your own good. Make space mentally, emotionally, and physically. Yes. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the first one. All this energy is clearing the slate for Aries season and spring equinox. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. And I have something else in the tribe that we're going to be doing as we come across the new moon, the next new moon. Obviously not moon work during the eclipse, but it's going to be fun. We're going to really focus on manifestation. We're going to work with the moon. Let's do one more. I saw someone say a group of Virgos is called Actuallys. That sounds about right. Okay. I think that, you know, when I look at my natal chart with having Venus and Virgo, I have others there as well, but having Venus and Virgo, I think that is what allows me to see other people's patterns, and I can pull out things that can bring them money or better relationships and things like that. I think I try to use my Venus and Virgo for good and not be overly critical, you know, like of things in my own life. But I think that's one of my strong suits of being able to recognize patterns within people's day-to-day and in their relationships. And it's like clear to me, but maybe not so clear to them. That's why I love having conversations with people. That's why I love being live. It's because I can see it and I can boop, give you the information right away. It's fun. I always say, please do not sit next to me if you don't, as a projector, if you don't want my aura to penetrate yours and me start asking you questions and then we start getting into some sort of deep conversation. I can't help it. All right, what else do we need to know? Look at that. Encouragement. There's so much supportive energy in this reading. It's really nice. The only issue would be like on Friday with that masculine energy of the King of Wands in reverse. But again, it could be your energy or it could be another person's energy. You can deal with this. You can handle this. But here we have encouragement. Number 54, this is telling you that the universe is saying, hey, we got this. We're here to help you. We're supporting you and guiding you. If you would just work with us, we would show you the way. But it's also, we need encouragement through our tribe, right? You know that saying, your tribe is your vibe. So if you're surrounding yourself with the Two of Cups in reverse people people that are in lack, people that really aren't interested in the spiritual stuff, people that aren't interested in growth. If you're surrounding yourself with those type of people, then you're going to stay stuck too. And like I said, it doesn't mean they're bad people. That's just how they choose to live, right? But if you choose to live in expansion and growth and enlightenment, then you have to find your own tribe, okay? Because we do need that encouragement. We do need these little messages from the universe saying, hey, I promise you, it's going to be okay. You might be going through a scary time. You might be going through some shedding, but it will be okay because everything will come to light. Everything will be transmuted and all will be well. Truthfully, this eclipse energy isn't horrible. Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been hearing. It's not anything to be scared of. I get excited over things like this because I'm like, hey, do your thing. By all means, do your thing. And that's how I work with the universe. I'm like, hey, I'll do my thing. You give me the little nod and I'll take action. But otherwise, you do whatever you need to do and I'll work with you. It's that simple. It's like the supportive energy is there to support us as we work to drop things off our plates. Yep. Mm-hmm. And I see a repeating number of 4s showing up, which doesn't surprise me because 4 can be connected to Virgo energy because 4 is very analytical, like it's logic, it's problem solving. So it doesn't surprise me that 4s are showing up quite a bit in this reading. And I think they have been for a while. But yeah, Virgo is like, hey, let's figure this out. Let's find the easiest and best way to get this done so you're not burned out, so you're not spinning your wheels. And the universe is telling you, we're here to help you to support yourself. How do you want to express yourself? How do you want to fall in love with yourself and your life? Give us the keynotes and then we'll get to work. Again, this is another card that likes to come out. See, look, we had 44. This is another card that likes to come out quite often. Open doors. You have many options, so take your time and choose what's right. Making plans. Chart your course with intention. The future is yours to design and navigate. I mean, that goes right along with this. The Journey card. It also goes along with the Magician and Strength. I mean, so many of these cards resonate with this, right? The universe is saying, think about it this way. It could be the universe is saying, hey, we need to open this door to let these things out. And then we close it, and then we open another door to let things in. Okay? Mars enters Pisces today. Oh, fun. Actions driven by emotions and intuition. Oh, I missed that one. That's twice today I've seen a red doorway. Oh, interesting. Do you know what red represents? Sorry, I had to take a deep breath. There you go. Power. So that's why this shows up like this, because you have the power to walk through the threshold of whatever it is that you're choosing, or you have the power to open the door to let go of things that no longer serve you. Think about whenever you're energy cleansing your house. They tell you, open your windows and your doors to let that energy out. Whoop. You have to make that decision to open the door. You can open the door to communication. with the divine. You have to decide that. That is your decision. There we go. Surrender. It's the best thing we can do on this eclipse is surrender to the flow. Surrender to the falling leaves, the things that need to fall away. Let the universe do its thing and say, hey, just let me know what my next right step is, and I'll take it. This one is number 48. There's that 4 again. I told you. Okay. 4 is logic. It's earth. It's doing what is necessary, seeing what is. And 8 is personal power. It's karma. It's financial abundance. So it's saying the more you go with the flow and you surrender to the universe, not saying I give up or do it all for me. It's saying I choose to work with you instead of against you. Because most people are working against the universe and have no idea. If you're just joining us, welcome. If you missed the beginning, don't worry. Everything that I've said here, the whole reading, will be replayed on YouTube. You can go watch it anytime. Whoop. And my YouTube channel is linked in my bio, TikTok, if you don't already follow me there. All right, what else do we need to know? I don't remember if I knocked on this. So let's cleanse it. I like that surrender card. It looks so peaceful. Oh, adjudication, number 30. So 3 is communication and expression, and anything can happen. What is adjudication? You're like, oh, well, you're kind of being watched here, right? And it's asking you, what are you going to do? Are you going to fall in line with what you know you need to do, or are you going to go against it, right? The universe could be testing your commitment to what you want in this life, how you're going to work with them, your relationships, all of that. There could be a relationship, as we have the 2 of Cups in reverse, there could be a relationship that's kind of on thin ice. What else? Let's get our spirit animal. I love how the AI summary says a tarot reading on letting go during an eclipse. Ask for a personal interpretation. No, please don't, because it's not a personal reading. Makes you think of 3 of Pentacles? Yeah, could be. All right. What is our spirit animal for Tuesday through Friday? I knew that draft was going to show up because I was sitting here staring at the draft, and I thought, wouldn't it be cute if the draft card showed up too? And it caught my eye as I split the deck. Look, polar bear, mystic. I'll read the draft one too, just because. Know that challenges make you stronger. No wonder that song has been playing in my head. The Kelly Clarkson song. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger? Yeah. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You do have psychic abilities, whether you know it or not. Carry the shaman within. I thought I was going to say shamanic. This is about you being in your woo-woo power, whatever you want to call it, your spiritual power, your spiritual sovereignty, whatever, okay? Everybody sees it as something different, but this is telling you, you have this energy that is carrying you through all of the challenges, all of the twists and turns, and it's saying you can tap into this resource, but you have to want to. You have to open that door. It is a beautiful card, I agree. I'll read to you what the giraffe says. It says, visionary, rise above earthly matters, glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. See, I knew the giraffe had something to say. I literally was sitting here staring at that card and I thought that would be cute if the giraffe showed up too. So we're going to put this down here as well. We got 2 spirit animals. Giraffes represent a broader perspective on life because they're seeing from a higher perspective. Yep. You love giraffes? Well, there you go. What else? What else? We need our crystal for the week. There's a lot here about like connection and groups. Oh, Amazonite. Look how pretty. This is our crystal for the week. It says calmness, truth, inner peace. Amazonite soothes your soul with its calming energy, encouraging truth and harmony in all areas of your life. Embrace its gentle vibrations to speak your truth with confidence and attract peace and balance to your heart. How perfect, while we're still in Mercury retrograde, while we have the eclipse, the 2 of Cups in reverse, and this is telling you, if you have an Amazonite, you can carry it in your pocket, your bra, your purse, whatever. Or if you need to have a conversation with somebody, you can have it sitting between you two. If you don't have one, you can go to any metaphysical store, or you can get this deck, which has all the crystals in it, and you can use this energy of this card that represents the stone. And there you go, okay? This deck is not something that you can find on the Zon or anything like that. I do have it linked in my bio, okay? My student Denise and Jonathan, both of my students, created this deck. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck as I drop it. You just bought an Amazonite necklace. Well, there you go. Perfect. All right, let's get our money message for the week, for Tuesday through Friday. Let's see. What is our money message for Tuesday through Friday? All right, we have planner. Okay, there's 3 ways to resonate with this card. Let's see. Number 1, pay attention to detail and create a plan to grow your business or personal finances. If you don't know how to grow your business, hold on, my gosh, I gotta verify myself. If you don't know how to grow your business or plan for yourself, you need to find somebody who can help you do that, okay? Number 2, careers and event planning, project manager or professional organizer could be for you. Number 3, this is a great time to take a financial inventory and see what needs changing. Okay? Because we are Mercury retrograde, or we're in Mercury retrograde, we're reevaluating things. Rethinking, reevaluating, reallocating where we're going to spend, what we'd like to bring into our life next. We have to revise. Professional organizer, such a Virgo, no joke, right? You know, it's funny, being another thing about my Venus being in Virgo for me, My ultimate dream is to have everything in my house like completely organized. But have I done it? No. Such is life. Okay. And spring, what seeds we are planting for the season? Yes, there you go. Okay, so it's time for the spicy decks. If you get easily offended, it's time to scroll away because I like them and everybody else does too. So let's see what our messages are for this week, Tuesday through Friday. You know, I like this card because she keeps staring at me. It's like she's saying, follow me this way. Right? It's a guiding light. She's like, follow me this way. I'm going to show you the way. And you have to step through that door to go on that journey. Right? And it'll lead you to your tribe. And that's where you can express yourself, find encouragement, surrender to the journey, have people hold you accountable for your journey so you don't slip off. I mean, so much. So much. But yeah, that's just what came to me. Yeah, the Fool's Journey. There you go. If you haven't done the Fool's Journey, I highly recommend it. I've had so many people jump into it lately, and whoop, they're loving it. All right, all right. What is our message? Let your freak flag fly. It says shakalaka. See? Where can you let that happen? Do you have a group or a space where you feel comfortable enough to let your freak flag fly? I love it. If not, find it. That's what always intrigues me is the story the cards tell. Oh, same. Same. It's fascinating. All right. Now time for the Rebel deck, another spicy deck. This one can be more in your face, call you out type energy. So let's see. What is our message for Tuesday through Friday? What is our message Tuesday through Friday? Ah, says, you're going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. Okay? What it's essentially saying is you're not alone. If you feel like you're going through some muck and some mud, it's time to pull up your bootstraps and wade through it and know that you are not alone. If you don't have a support system, find your support system. Okay? I have my tribe, but if it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate with you. Find your place. This whole month feels like dissolving and becoming simultaneously. Yeah. And I have to say, Jamie, I was not too pleased with the Aries reading this month. Everything, all the fire cards in reverse. I was like, ma'am, stop. It's funny. But it's okay. So in the tribe, if you don't know, Jamie does our monthly zodiac tarot readings where she does a tarot reading for each zodiac sign at the beginning of every month. And they're amazing. She goes into the astrology and tarot and oracle for each zodiac sign. They're very in-depth. So if you haven't checked those out, I highly recommend them. But yeah, she does it for our tribe every month. So if you're in the tribe and you haven't checked yours out, do it. Do it for your rising sign. Okay, it'll connect more. So, okay, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Remember, we're going to sail through this eclipse. We're going to let the universe do what it needs to do. We are going to surrender. We're going to be open to whatever communication the universe is going to bring to us. We are going to make strategic decisions that are aligned for our highest good. Remember, it's in Virgo, so we're being strategic and we're looking at what our long-term goals are, because that's what Virgo does. It's like, I've got to take these steps to get here. So it's being strategic in its decision making, and it's asking you, what are you aligned with now? Who are you now? What does your ideal life look like now? Not back then, not in the future. What do you want to experience now and bring into your life? Okay? And then you got to take the steps to do it. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. I will be back here Friday morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to go through Saturday through Monday. Okay? If you need anything else, everything is linked in my bio on TikTok, YouTube. Everything is linked down in the description. So I hope to see you Friday morning. Have a wonderful week. Mwah. Love y'all.